Welcome back to Bronze League Heroes! In the top right, one of two Protoss. It is CPD Civ. And in the bottom left, also Protoss. Drama with more L's on his forehead. Because you're a loser. Going for... Well, that's not where his opponent's base is, but I'm not sure that's his intent. It looks like CPD Civ is going to put his second pylon in a standard location. Both players have obviously been watching a lot of professional tightrope walking lightsaber fights. I mean Protoss versus Protoss matches. This probe is still looking like it's just there in case he needs it. It's good to have a probe or two on the map when it comes down to it. CPD Civ, I believe he's blocked. If he did ever want to take that Nexus, that does block at least some of the possible ideal location. He does have the money. Let's go to the CPD Civ action cam. Oh, we lost him. We lost him. Oh, the pizza rolls are back. He got his pizza rolls. And now he's got his cyber core. As he... Okay, it's time. Ah, yes. It's a 4-gate! Back to the future. Remember the good old days of PvP having literally no defender's advantage, so you could just slap a pylon, ideally in your opponent's base, and just warp in all your units and call it a goddamn day. People tried to go 3-gate robo, but they usually died because there were 4 gates, and that's the end of the sentence. Alright, well, Drama has... He's also... 1, 2... That makes 3. Could it be? No. A Twilight Council. And a robotics facility as both these players tech up. Neither has scouted. Neither it has confirmed. Well, they have said GOHF. Good luck and have fun. Okay, another gate. He's wondering why he can't spend his money with Warp Gate. The only thing I can think of is that he doesn't yet have Warp Gate. Oh, it's gonna be 4. 4 gates! There are 4 gates! Says Drama. CPD. There are 5 Warp Gates! No! As they confuse each other and realize both players do indeed have gates. There's a Dark Shrine, because why wouldn't there be? The entirety of the tech tree is in the top left here. And most of the tech, I mean, like, I think even more for CPD Civ. As he builds, well, he's warping in a depth. He's got a warp prism, which does circumvent all of that hard wall. But we'll have to see. He's lining up for an adept drop. The Dark Shrine is only halfway done. The warp gate's opening up for Drama. More warp prisms. Everyone knows walking up the ramp is a fool's move. And these men are not fools. They're bamboozlers. CPD Civ. Here he comes. Adept drop. Warp prism. Next to no defenses. Dark Shrine's closing in. Oh, and it finally Drama slaps on the expansion. The warping. He doesn't know! He doesn't see it!
Surprise, motherfucker.
But the Dark Shrine is done. Will he warp in to defend? He goes for the pylon. There are 2. He has a tasteless pylon to back it up, but he's warping it on the pylon. That's 2 DTs make it. I think they were connected to the other one. The DTs will be able to slaughter all of this. He's just going for the probes, though. He will get a lot of them, unless he doesn't attack them, in which case he won't get a lot of them. Okay, goes for the other pylon. Roundabout fashion. Warps in more. No detection on the way. But he's gonna get the pylon, depowering all 4 gates. The DTs will eventually get things done. There's nothing left to warp in, which renders this warp prism a little obsolete. The DTs, can they out DPS the speed at which CPD Civ can warp in? This is the question. This is the question we have to ask. Drama, 12 probes, and dropping. More zealots warped in. He's building an observer. The DT's called in again. The warp prism on the way home for moral support or to repower the gates. If he does that, I'll be so impressed. 3 probes, but he does have a nexus in the top left corner, which, I mean, it's a nexus in the top left corner. It should be obvious to CPD Civ, but he's pretty focused. The warp prism checks home, says, anything I can do to help. And Drama says, literally no. And the battle continues. The observer's on the way. Finally, they'll be able to see their enemy. If only there was some way these zealots could avoid the Dark Templar until the observer gets here. Unfortunately, there are no options. The observer nearly here. Another warp in. He will fight, but the DTs are pretty good against individual zealots. The zealot numbers, though, too strong, and he finally overcomes them. There is a warp in on the other side. There's no defenses. Warps in a Dark Templar while he still has the opportunity. It is 6 probes to 20, but that's about to get even closer. Another set of probes will be killed, but this time wearing the red colors. That DT eviscerating the economy, the mineral line, and his emotional stability, assuming he's noticed. The probe still mining happily, or as happily as probes can be. We're down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New... There's 1 probe left. Where exactly where you think it would be. There's enough money to build more probes, but not another Nexus. And now we're here. About the most complete base trade we could possibly have. The main Nexus for Drama will fall. The DTs, if they target the Nexus, that's the end of CBD Civ mining. But pylons are the powerhouse of the Protoss. More probes being produced as he tries to bring his economy back up to 0-second levels. The final probe of CBD Civ standing by. The Nexus will have to watch as every last building in the main is cut down. There are no more gateways with which to warp in for Drama. And by that I mean there is one right here in front of me on the goddamn screen. But besides that gateway, one gateway to rule them all. An observer is scouting. CPD Civ is about to lose. Wait, where'd he go? Where's he going? He's leaving! He's leaving the Nexus! The Nexus is scouted. Their forces pull away! Everyone! There's still a Nexus! I can't believe he wasn't being revealed! This might kill... Anyways. This may end up with no Nexus, in which case what happens? There's a non-zero chance... Well, it's unlikely to be a draw. But... it's not impossible. As there are no cannons. Cannons would make it more confusing, but somehow we've avoided that. Oh no! The zealots are stuck in the prism! But the other one's coming up. The mining has finally been reestablished. CPD Civ has not rebuilt his base and is being revealed. The probes pull away. There's not enough! 380! 385! 390! He doesn't have enough for another Nexus. If he does not cancel this gate, there is not enough money for another Nexus. The DT comes back. Where's the Observer? The Observer's right over there. He picks up. He knows how the warp prism works. But that doesn't solve the whole observing problem. Meanwhile, the DT's working on the last buildings. It's a race against the clock. Really, for both sides. As, well, this is happening. The DT wins the fight. Their ass pop out. The amount of units is Incredibly small. How many? What is the unit count? We have 1 Dark Templar and no more. That's it. 1 DT. There's enough money for any amount of buildings. But he's coming back home to defend his buildings, which is actually, this is the last unit. He has 2 Stalkers and 2 Zealots. And I say this, but I shouldn't. He goes back, he's like, wait a second, I can't warp in. And that's because he has no money. But the probes are coming back to mine. Wait, it's not over yet. He's going for the Robo. He retargeted. Meanwhile, CPD Civ can't decide what he wants in life. He waits for the Observer. The mining. He has enough for a pylon or a Nexus now. He finally gets back home. The Observer, he pot the Prism! The Prism's yelling out. Your mother never warped in fully as a child. Well, your mother is dead. It's like, well, that's mean. And they go their separate ways. Apparently, the battle is over. Wait, no, he's coming back. No, oh, okay. So, the Warp Prism, 11 to 9, 11 over 0 supply. He's producing an Observer, so that way he can see the other Observer, and then they'll be staring each other down. It's gonna come down to a rap battle, which is impressive since Protoss don't even have mouths. That gateway is that gateway powered? I think so. Okay, it was. It's not anymore. He could power it with the Prism, very technically. Meanwhile, the probes. Wait, he doesn't have enough for a Nexus because he built the Observer and the pylon. And I think he's realizing that now. He's going for the buildings. Back goes the Prism. It's on the other side. There's no more ink. He has got 4 Pro. He doesn't have enough for a Nexus. I think he canceled something. There might have been an Immortal in production. I'm not sure. But the DT, back to work. Hacking and slashing. Unfortunately, the shields come back. He's going for the Nexus. If this Nexus goes down, that is the complete end of mining. There will be no more. And then we're in a competition. There's an Observer up here, which will be able to angrily stare at other Observers. The probes are coming back. It's a little late now. He could recall the DT. There are no other units. Nothing else was he could build a pylon and then warp in 1 more unit. A Zealot. Because he doesn't have a Cyber Core or a Dark Shrine anymore. That's all he could build. But 1 more Zealot might be enough here. The probes come back home, but unfortunately, there's nothing to come back to. Are we in a full-on base race? There are only 3 gateways left. Technically, he could kill the DT, but at the same time, he risks the probes building more buildings. So there's actually a legitimate reason not to. Does 1 DT kill 2 gateways faster than the 2 Zealots and 2 Stalkers can kill all of these buildings? I think so. And also, well, Drama can also build more assimilators and such. I believe he's doing that. He builds a pylon in the other corner. There's 1 building left. That's it. If that goes down, this is the last gateway. There's 1 gateway. How many hits? It's 11 to 10 supply. No one will mine again. The DT starts. It does a lot of damage. He needs to save it. He's got to save it. He has to bring units back. The Observer's here to help. Moral support. The shields are down. The last gateway is falling. Wow, it does so much damage. But the last building is the DT might just kill it. He's too slow. The DT's gonna get it. And with it, Drama by elimination. 1 Dark Templar and a dream. A nightmare for CPD Civ. Oh. 15 minutes of pure, uncut Protoss. Foxy the Foxer bringing us that deeming it worthy, and I think so. What do you think? What could they have done better? What could they have done worse? Was that truly, without a single cannon, the embodiment? Like and subscribe and ring the bell. Leave your comments. Watch all of the videos. And then watch them again with sound on. And say, well, I don't know what league it was. But that was that. And is that. And should it be. Bronze League Heroes.